Hello, dear candidates. You're welcome to IELTS mock test at Perfect Time Language Center. So, if you're ready, let's begin.
Good afternoon, I'm ready. We can begin.
Now, I will give you instructions on the part 1. There will be questions on everyday topics. Let's go. Can you tell me, what are you from?
Thank you for your question. And actually, I'm from Uzbekistan. I'm from a small town called Denau that is particularly situated in the region Surkhandarya.
Thank you. Now I'd like to ask you questions about nature. Do you like plants?
Sure, I like nature, but not only plants. As we know, there are a lot of flowers, trees, as you know, and as I know, they help us every time because they take care of our air, and we get food that are fruits,
Have you ever grown any plants?
Actually, I haven't grown any plant because I don't live in a big house. I live in a flat, and so that. But there are some trees that have been growing for 10 or 15 years. Sometimes I can feed them with water.
Okay, now let's talk about your abilities or interests. Okay, do you like drawing or painting?
There is a bit tough question. As for me, I don't like drawing because that is my little secret. I'm not patient person, and I like things that will be ready or that will be prepared in duration of short time.
Okay.
That's right.
Okay. Did you enjoy doing art lessons when you were a child?
As I remember, I liked drawing when I was a child. I used to draw and I used to go to drawing lessons when I was a child. And after that, I began studying more wider subjects such as mathematics and English and etc.
Okay. Now another topic about cooking. Do you like cooking?
Sure, I like cooking. I think everybody likes cooking, because it's very interesting.
How often do you cook?
Actually, I don't cook very often, and if there is nobody at our home, I can cook something for myself. If there is my mother or sister at home, I wouldn't like to cook anything.
Okay, does anyone in your family like to cook?
Of course, that is a great question because my mother likes cooking. My mother cooks every two different cakes and pancakes. And after my mother, my sister began cooking, and she loves to learn new recipes. This kind of things.
Okay, thank you very much. This is the end of part 1. Now, before starting part 2, I will explain your instructions.
Okay.
So, you have a cue card and you have a topic. So, here you can see. Describe a competition you want to take part in. You should say what the competition is, how you knew it, what you need to prepare for it, and explain why you want to attend it. So you have 1 minute to prepare a response, to make notes, and 1 to 2 minutes to speak. Okay. I will tell you when to start. Your time starts now.
Thank you, Aya.
Okay, your time is up. You can start now.
So now I would like to speak about a competition that is called English Olympiad, and there is area held among school students. And this year, as usual, I want to take first place in this Olympiad. And let's talk about how can I prepare for this and how can create my time management, and because it's useful to know when you can do your tasks. That maybe you wake up early at 7 o'clock and 8:30 at 8:30 p.m. you need to be at school, and it's called well organized person. If you do everything on time, you are organized person. So first is time management, and second is I need to create my priority, find my priority, and prioritize my first place. That means I need to think and I need to remember every time that my priority is to get first place in Olympiad and go on this by this road. And also I need to set goal. As I just said, my goal is to get first place, and to get first place I need to read every time and get ready, get prepared more than usual, more than usual. So I need to get first place, read more than 3 hours a day, and write more essays than usual. Every factor will help me when I participate in a competition. I think if you do these activities, if you create your time management, and if you will be well organized, you can achieve in your goal in your life.
Okay,
That is all.
Thank you very much for your
Thank you
response.
too.
And this is the end of the part 2 questions, and now let's turn to moving on to the third part.
Okay.
This is discussion type questions. I will ask you questions related to this topic. So, why do you think some school teachers use competitions as class activities?
Thank you for your question. That is a bit interesting question because, as we know, every teacher has his or her own method. And to discuss this thing, I'm not expert, but I think it is to do students more active, to make students more active. And if there is any competition among students, among classmates, they will read or they will retell or they will learn anything harder. There is a psychology of every child to be first, and if there are 30 children in one class, and all of them will try to read and learn more and more, they can progress, they can improve their reading skills, retelling skills, and everything. It improves the rate of the class, so that they have competitions.
Okay. Is it a good thing to give prizes to children who do well at school?
Yes, of course. Particularly, prizes are to attract students and to make them more active, as I just said. And if there is any prize, that means if you get first place, if you take first place, you will get this prize. And as I just said, every pupil, every student will prioritize this prize. And after this prize, they will read, they will prepare more hardly, That means the competitions are the reason of the improving. That's why.
Would you say that schools for young children have become more or less competitive since you were that age?
Can you explain your question?
My question is, would you say schools for young children have become more or less competitive now than before?
Generally speaking, today almost every school doesn't hold any competition so often, because I don't know, but we need competitions among students at every school, But to speak about nowadays schools, today schools are a bit passive, because I'm a student in a 74th school, and I know that every year held Olympiads by every subject, and sometimes there can be any competition among classes, but I think that's not enough. We need to increase the number of competitions, but today's situation is not good, because that maybe parents of students are not so responsible enough, or teachers are not so experienced enough. I don't know why, but that is not good.
Okay. Which things are so important to make the class so effective?
Okay, I understand. I got it. And I think, personally think, it depends on a teacher's ability, If teacher is experienced enough, and that means well experienced, teacher can control and teacher can create or organize any kind of competition among students. And another point is to manage time correctly. If teacher is asking one student, another student shouldn't play any games or shouldn't speak to each other or to their students or classmates. And the main point is to control children and check their homeworks, or to pay attention for every student, And the third point is to divide class in two groups. If there is a language lessons, that may be English, that may be Russian or Uzbek, any kind of language, they had better to divide class in two groups, because if there are many students in one class, there will not be. If there are too many students in one class, there will be extra noise. They can interrupt students. That will badly affect their study, and I think that's why.
Okay, thank you very much. This is the end of speaking test. You're welcome, and
Thank you.
you will be given your feedback within a week.